Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Final Fantasy III. I am your host. I don't know why I started my way like that, but okay. Anyway. Last time we left off, we met our entire party. Our interesting characters. And now we are headed to the sealed cave to basically rescue Princess Sara and stop the Djinn from, well, not really stop it, but lift the curse that the Djinn put on Kazus and Castle Sasune. So when you reach this branching path, oh hey, the cursed copper. I'd say at this point, honestly, just attack. These things aren't too terribly tough. See, easy. Go down here, there's a potion. There are some treasures here that we will be grabbing. I mean, we'll be trying to grab all of the treasures. Ooh, skeleton and a mummy. Thankfully I've got maps to my left, so that way I can see what all I need. And I also realized going back in, in my editing, text speed slow, text speed fast, I could actually have this up, because you guys can actually hear me over the music. Okay, so we go over this way, and if you take the upper path, it'll actually lead you to another cure spell. We're going to go ahead and give that one to Ingus, because Ingus could use it better than we can right now, and it'll just help. Now, that's everything on this floor. What do we got? A skeleton and some mummies again. Oh shit, Refia. Well, we still have Phoenix Downs. Who? Angus has some magic slots. Go ahead and burn that. The sealed cave is actually very straightforward. Okay, there's a chest over here. Has 500 gil. Helpful. Now, the game would tell you to zoom in here because King Sasune basically told you, look for the skeleton key. This is the skeleton key right here. Very clever. And if we run through, we'll actually run into Princess Sara. Funny enough. Well, at least she's got the same idea. So, this kind of introduces the guest character thing, and if we pressed whatever button you have it set to, I have it set to Y, you could actually have a conversation with the guest character, which actually gives some helpful tips to kind of figure out how to beat a boss or look for certain things in the area. But that's why you have me. Okay, take the lower path, and you're going to end up coming down to another chest with an Antarctic wind. You should. Now, if you didn't use them during the... Oh, boy. Remind me, what are you, Revenants? Have at thee. What do you got? Oh, that's right, she knows arrow. punch everything, Angus. Just punch the world. Take the upper path, and that will lead us to where we actually need to start going. Now, there's nothing on... I guess there really isn't a rip. Oh. Well, I'm just going to introduce the enemy, but... Ah, well, Princess Sara just murdered him anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Angus gets a level. Everybody gets a level. No, not everybody. It's the thing of eye drops. That's the last treasure here. If you just follow the path all the way through, you'll reach the Djinn in no time. The cool thing is guest characters can step in to help, which is nice. Ow. But, you know, guest characters, they're only limited for such a period of time. Luneth gets a level, Ark gets a level, and that's it. No job levels for anybody else. Okay. Now, normally you could just fight him. However, we're going to breeze through him very quickly because he doesn't have a lot of health. If anybody needs a potion, Luneth, it's you. Of course, it's an enemy encounter right in... Oh, it's a back attack, too. Okay. Hi, buddy. Sorry, my cat decided to say hi. So the interesting thing about front row, back row is if you get hit with a back attack, anybody in the back will be in the front, and anybody in the front will be in the back. If you have somebody that's not particularly good in the back row going front, you want to switch that. And also make sure you, if you go into auto battle, which just for the sake of getting through videos faster and not boring you guys with the battles, I mean, I'll be going through the boss battles without going into auto, but regular encounters I will, just to try to get through them faster. And thankfully nobody died during any of that. Oh, Refia got a level. Did she get a job level 2? Yes, she did. Everybody got a job level that time. Okay, let's actually have Angus cure us up a little bit. We're literally a couple steps away from the Djinn and we get attacked by frickin' revenants. Yeah, we're gonna fix that real quick. Okay. So, we're actually going to... This is the time where you actually can go ahead and burn your Antarctic winds. Actually, because I have Arcanoing Blizzard, we're gonna go ahead and have him use Blizzard. Gonna have Refia just attack, because I think with the amount of damage I'm about to deal to him, it should be enough to kill him. So he, like I said, he doesn't have a lot of health. And one Antarctic Wind will do a nice chunk. Yeah, that right there almost killed him. And this Blizzard actually should be enough to put him over the edge. No? Really? That should be enough. Let's say that should be well more than enough. And he's done. That's it. And we got a Lamia scale? What does that do? Actually need to... I'd look it up, but I'll figure it out here shortly. And where do we end up? Back at the crystal. Because remember, the crystal said once we find everybody, then will be returned. Sorry. I know I said in the last episode that I had just gotten done with Wisdom Tooth surgery. I am feeling much better compared to when I filmed that. Which is funny, it's actually... I filmed that a few days ago. So, yeah, I'm feeling much better. I mean, there's still a little discomfort, obviously, but it's not too bad. It's good. Well, we have one of the longer intros of the game, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up the maps I need next, which we are going to... Do we need to go back to Kazus? I know we need... Well, we need to go back to Kazus anyway. I'm thinking, do we need to go back to Kazus immediately right now? I don't think... So I think if we actually go... I think we should be fine after that. I mean, once we... Yeah, it does drop a Lamius. It does drop a Lamius skill. Huh. Interesting. I have to see what that does. So wait, no, yeah, we have to go back to Castle Sasune first. But now we have our first 4 initial jobs. Oh, 4. No, it's not 4. I think there's actually a few. We get a few jobs. We should have a Moogle coming up here. Yep, there he is. Hey, little buddy. Now, I have a different way of, like, going through and doing the jobs. Now, you can set them up however you want. I'm actually going to now move Refia to the back row because I'm going to start setting up the jobs. Now, I usually have Luneth go right into Warrior. Because he's good for that. And obviously you have to change the equipment on everybody too. Arc, I immediately make a Black Mage because Arc, in my opinion, makes one of the best Black Mages. Ingus, now Ingus you could make him a Warrior. There are actually a couple times where I've made him a Monk. Generally, though, I try to make him a Red Mage just because of the White and Black Magic hybrid. And Refia, I make a straight White Mage. So, let's go ahead and mess with everybody's equipment real quick. He should be able to... Let's see. He can only equip the Longsword and a shield now. He can't equip the White Slayer. For what reason, I can't fully remember. Give him the vest, because we'll get him some better armor here shortly. Well, we get everybody better equipment here shortly. Now, I know it's weird giving... Oop, no. Oop, shit. I always say, give him the bow, give him the White Slayer, and a longsword. I always have him dual wield because he's just better with it. Actually, let's go ahead and remove the bronze braces off you because she can't equip anything. She just has her bare hands. She's swinging, so she needs the more defense. Because she's the white mage. And everybody knows if the white mage dies, you are screwed. I don't think that messes with anybody's magic. Everybody should still have... I said Luneth can't use anything. Arc now has more. Arc and Ingus, they all have more magic now. Now, we have at least 2 battles to get through before we're actually like starting to get levels in the jobs. So we're going to go ahead and actually make our way toward Castle Sasune. Because we have to drop the curse first before we're going back to Kazus. Ooh, new enemy. The werewolf, I believe, right? Yep. Okay, so a little interesting thing is advance is the ability of the warrior, which allows you to basically move forward again to actually hit harder, but you could also take more damage in the process. And everybody else just has bog standard abilities. So say these things are relatively weak. I don't think we're going to have a problem fighting anything going through here. Get our way back over to Castle Sasune. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch things up a little bit. I'm actually going to make Luneth a thief. Now, I know that basically the more you change jobs, the more battles you have to go through before you get that job adjustment period. But I've never had Luneth be a thief before, so I want to see... See, now he needs the defense. He's a squishy thief. And plus the ability... Thieves have the ability of unlocking any door that just happens to be locked. Like, if you have a level 1 thief, go up to a door that's locked and you don't have any magic keys, which I'll explain those in a later episode when we come across them, you can literally just walk up to the door and go, okay, it's open now. Which is something that I'll probably get a nice stock of magic keys later, but we'll get to that point when we get there. Cool. And now everybody is back to normal. Now, there is an interesting little scene we can do. Also, we do get... because we left our airship over by the sealed cave, we now get the folding canoe, which allows us to go over darker patches of water. Which, it just very shallow, like rivers. There is an interesting scene we can do. I'm actually going... Yeah, actually, we're going to mix things up a little bit this playthrough, because I want to do some different things here. We're going to make him a red mage, too, because the red and white, you know, counterbalance is actually going to help. Move Luneth to the back row, because Luneth is going to be squishy in a fight. Let's see, how many jobs do I have? Or, not really jobs, I just don't know how many. We're keeping Refia as a white mage, though, because of the fact that she just makes a great white mage. That and her speed actually, I believe she has the second fastest speed compared to Arc. Plus having 2 red mages. Magic is going to come very important later. Now, it's going to be a lot of gil spent on getting everybody's specific magics. But we're mostly going to focus on giving black magic to arc and kind of have Ingus be that hybrid between them. So yeah, we can now get across there because now we can go grab our airship and head back to Kazus. Which is great because now we run into this man. Which, funny enough, is Refia's father, Taka. It's the wrong mouse. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Refia leaves the party. Sorry, I was reading something. Refia's out of the party for the time being. So how much money do we have? Do we actually have a... We got a fairly good amount. So... we're going to go in here to get magic. Now, we already have a blizzard spell. Sleep, we do not need. Sleep is honestly one of the worst spells. However, we're going to want to grab at least 2 fire spells and a blizzard spell. Because we need to give 1 to Arc, and we're going to give 1 to Ingus. Actually, yeah, I want to see what that Lamia skill does. Inflicts confusion. Really? So we got a Bacchus Cider and a Lamia skill. That's interesting. Okay. That's it for magic. Don't worry. I'll let you know what magics you can get. Now, we could come in here and buy some Mithril Swords, because Mithril Swords are going to be very helpful. We're going to hold off on buying Mithril Swords for the time being. Oh, I forgot to completely change Arc's equipment. Sorry, Arc. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to do that to you. Something like that stuff. He still has the better. Let's go ahead and grab a Mithril Rod, because we're going to need one for Refia. I'm going to have Luneth dual wielding, so 2 Mithril Knives will help. Hold off on buying any swords for now, because we're actually going to go somewhere to grab a couple of them that are free, and we don't have to, pay for them. And already up to 28 damage, and all this guy is wearing is just that. Ah, it's beautiful. Now we're going to spend most of our money on armor, because this is where it gets pricey. So Mithril armor is good. It's good stuff. We're not going to worry about grabbing a Mithril shield, because we just kind of don't really need one. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Can Refia equip? I don't think she can. Which is fine for now, because we'll end up getting her some better stuff later. So we're going to go ahead and just grab 3 for now. We're grabbing 4 Mithril helmets. Actually 3. Sorry, only 3. We're going to grab 1 pair of Mithril gloves, and then 3 pairs of Mithril bracers. Because the bracers are good for... Whereas gloves will do better for more offensive types, bracers do better for magic types. Like I said, we're holding off on buying any form of Mithril Swords just because. I feel like I should grab another thing of Mithril armor and a helm for Refia, but I don't quite remember if she can equip them. No, we're going to hold off on that for now. Now, we could go talk to Sid, because we need to. we're actually going to run up to this cave real quick because this is where we need to go. The good old mithril mines. There is a switch over here, right at this post, which opens up a back area. Now, there are enemies in this mine, as aforementioned. Nope, I was going to introduce them. Now, if you had come in here before when you had just entered Kazus, you would have died right here. These things are capable of one-shotting you if you're not careful. And they can inflict blind. Yeah, shadows. That's what they are. That's what they're called. They're shadows. Now, we could run through the fights. Actually, I might be able to... I'm actually going to have Luneth start stealing stuff. See if we can actually get some other equipment off of them. But run all the way back here, and you find yourself a couple mithril swords. That's why I said don't steal any. Or don't buy any. No, you don't steal any. Don't steal, kids. Mithril sword is better than the White Slayer. So we're going to end up needing to buy 2 more anyway. Now, another thing to note, especially for later, this is a massive note for later. When it comes to your weapons, like you can sell your armor. If you're not going to, like if you're done with the class, you're not going to go back to it, sell the armor. Do not sell your weapons. Because of a class that we're going to end up grabbing later, that I believe I've always made Arc that class. It was either Arc or Luneth. No, it was Arc. There's a class we're going to get way later in the game that's going to make much better use of every weapon that we have in our arsenal. And right as we're leaving. Ooh, preemptive. Cool. Just a skeleton and a mummy. Nothing too terribly severe here. See, I already see how much damage we're doing in just comparison to what we would have. So much better. Now, I understand, you know, we're not... Refia is not getting any experience out of this, which is... It sucks. It does. But now we're going to... Okay, Ingus is done. Do I have any eye drops? I do. Go ahead and burn those. If we go into the inn, we can actually stop at the item shop real fast. Load up on some more eye drops, because eye drops are always helpful. Grab a couple more antidotes, and we'll get at least a few more potions. And we'll come talk to our good boy Sid here. And now we have Sid as a party member. I don't think Sid does any form of attacking. I don't really fully remember. I believe he does. He just, you know, swings with the hammer. But I think that's all Sid does, is just swing with the hammer. Now, if we come up to the house up here, is actually where we run back into Refia and Taka. And he's going to give us a mithril ram to get through the boulder to get to Cannon. Poor Refia. She doesn't want to be a smith. Now, if you notice, Refia didn't come back with. Refia didn't come back with him. Because if we come over here to the airship and hop on, get a little scene where there's Refia. Yeah, there's a surprise. All 4 of our characters are orphans. Okay. I believe now... Yep, we go straight to canon afterwards. Now, I can't remember if we can actually re-enter... I don't think we can actually go fully into Kazus with Refia. Oh, getting her the Mithril Rod was a waste. Well, we can give her our Mithril Bracers. I think the moment we start to enter town... Oh, no. I think that's earlier. Like, if we had tried to enter earlier, she wouldn't come with us. Yeah, no, she cannot equip any form of Mithril gear, aside from the Bracers, which is fine. We're actually going to go ahead and get rid of this sleep because we don't need it. Like I said, keep your weapons. I will be getting rid of the Mithril Rod. We don't really need the bows or arrows either, but I'm still going to hold on to them for the time being. But for now, yeah, we're just going to hold on to the rest of that. Oop. We still have 2 Phoenix Downs, which is great. Yeah, because this shop doesn't sell any white magic. We don't see white magic for at least a little bit. Nothing too terribly bad. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I forgot I need to go grab 2 more Mithril Swords. Whoops. Sorry. Because we need to get... I mean, it saves us money. Going into the Mithril Mine actually saved us 1,000 gil. Here is Mithril Sword. And as much as I love the White Slayer, giving Mithril Swords is actually just a better option. But we'll hold on to the White Slayer for now, because that does actually make a very good weapon. Okay. Come back out and let's go bust ourselves a boulder. Alright. We have a Mithril Ram, and all we have to do right now is just ram right into that boulder. The problem is we lose the airship. We survive, but at the cost of our ship, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. But, however, if we come all the way down here, and this is actually where we're going to stop the episode, right out here outside the city of Canaan. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy III. It actually feels good to be back. I will see you guys in the next episode, so until then, this is Eric signing off, and I will see you guys later.